to stream, or maybe not so much impromptu. I don't know. So I start nights tomorrow night, and normally I stay up quite late until very early hours to basically stay awake, ready for going on to nights. And normally there's a few of us on, and we all group together and play a few games. Tonight there was a few of us on, but not as many. So I thought, why not stream more Vampyr for a good few hours. So I'm talking and trying to fill in the YouTube stuff at the same time. So this is part 6. If you haven't seen the others, we're a little bit way in. We're chapter 3. And I have been thinking about doing more of these streams. Because I've got to stay up for nights anyway, I could do more streams like this. But the only thing stopping me is normally there's a few of us on and we will chill out and play different things. But then, like I say, I've said in previous videos, I've got Assassin's Creed coming next week. It'll be here before I finish night, so I won't be on it straight away, fortunately. I must admit. But my aim is to get Vampyr done. But yeah, this might be more of a regular occurrence for nights if it goes well. Although I'm quite happy with how the streams are going. I don't mind if I get 1 view, 10 views. I don't mind, to be fair. It's not about that for me. I enjoy it. I like doing it, and that's what it's about. So I'm just still doing all the YouTube stuff at the same time. But yeah, so this is my staying up late, ready for night stream. That should be all of it. There we go. That should be everything. I should check the sounds okay. So yeah, we're on chapter 3. I think we're about halfway through chapter 3 now. Just want to check the sounds okay. Yeah, sounds okay to me. Perfect. So yeah, this stream is just my staying up late stream. Try and get as much of Vampyrs done before Assassin's Creed comes. So it's definitely something I want to try and get as far with it as possible. It went blue screen, I pressed one button. That was my fault. Sad Saint of the East End is the mission we're on. So I'm just trying to find the places to advertise the stream. I don't normally advertise them that very much. A lot of places don't like you sharing your streams, to be fair. So it's finding groups that you can actually Um, Sorry, I'm just still trying to. There is a group I know I can actually put my stream onto. Oh, I thought there was. I just can't find it at this point. Also, playing this game and starting it around Halloween time. It's a little bit. Um, But yeah, the main aim is to try and get as much of this done before I get Assassin's Creed. Although, no matter how much I get done, even if I start Assassin's Creed, I will come back and finish this. I've got to. I don't want to just leave this halfway. I want to get it finished. Right, so all the self-promotion done. I don't think it's going to make any difference, but I don't mind. Yeah, a lot of groups don't like you advertising live streams. It's becoming quite a thing at the minute. Okay, so we now need to get... the mission is to find Sean Hampton. If you haven't caught up on the previous episodes so far, I will fill you in. Completed Chapter 1, nothing major. Chapter 2, we had to put an end to the blackmail plot against Lady Ashbury. We did. We had to find Dorothy Crane, and then you have a choice to make with Dorothy Crane. I made a choice to make her forget everything, which I thought was the right choice at the time. She is now turned into a level 24 skull, and she is missing in regards to being a pillar of that community. She is now missing. So that's why that Whitechapel is now a serious condition. We can go and kill her at some point. We tried once and she killed us really, really quickly. So we now need to decide what to do. We've still got 2 people can cure in that, and both with migraines. I need to sort them out. And we've still got someone we haven't met. But the issue we've got is that is now a serious issue in there. So really, unless I want that to fall even worse, I can't risk killing anyone else there. We still haven't been to the West End yet. Pembroke, we're healthy. We've still got one person to cure of a headache, and we've still got one person we've met. And this is now the docks, which is where we are doing this mission. So the guy we're looking for is Sean Hampton. He is the reason we're trying to find him is I can't remember why we've got to find him now. Guard of Pruin recognised me. Oh, Sean Hampton, he was in the hospital. He potentially killed someone in the hospital, and now we have to go and deal with him. There are missions, side missions we need to do here as well, and there's still side missions to do here. We need to do that. We did her mission, because her mission was to help her. Oh no, we've got to convince her to go back to Whitechapel, and we need to cure him and find someone who can read Braille. So we've got side missions that may help that state, but at the minute, yeah, we're struggling a little bit. We did this, we did the side mission. We now have to go and tell Strickland what happened, and the docks have picked up some missions. We need to decide what we're doing with this burning all the posters shortly. But yeah, so currently we are about to go and find out where Sean Hampton is, hopefully, and that will be making a decision about him, which is fine. The worry is
I cannot enter.
The worry is we're probably going to get killed or potentially mess things up for this area too if we're not careful. Right, where are we heading? We need to be heading left. Ah, that's the vampire killer guy. We need to head through here. So potentially he's in there. Okay, we've got things we can pick up.
It's
That's
locked all right.
Currently. Anything to pick up in here, over here. I believe we've already spoke to her.
You again? What do you want?
Yeah.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
What is it you want? Does he owe you money? Has he displeased your Royal Highness? I'm no snitch, Mr. Fancy Pants.
We have already spoke to her.
May I ask what
We'll
you
quickly
do
ask
for a
all the
living?
questions just
Killing
to learn
myself
anything else
scraping
from
for
her.
a living. And you? Have you ever had to struggle in your entire life?
As I told you, I'm a doctor.
As I've said
You
before,
have
if
to
you've
work a
watched
lot
previous
to earn
videos,
that title.
I try and play these games as if it was
Doctor.
me. I know it's a bit far-fetched, Doctor,
Making money in a nice
Vampire.
house, were we?
But I
Is
make
Daddy
my
a
decision
banker
based on what
or a
I
doctor himself?
would do, in some ways.
Why such hatred? Are you judging me by my clothes?
Doesn't mean I always get it right, but I
Course
enjoy
I
these
am.
games
Fuck,
for
you're
that.
so
You can really get
blind.
into them. You
You
can
don't
really
even see your privilege. Lazy
play
people
the
like
part
you
in a
disgust
way. A little bit of
me.
escapism, I suppose.
What can you tell me about this vicinity?
Tell you what, just
I just
spend a
enjoy
few
gaming,
weeks
to be
here,
fair. And that's
then
one of the
ask
reasons
me
I
that
stream.
question again.
I don't stream for views, I
If
don't
he's
stream
still alive,
for
I mean.
subs. I do it because I enjoy it.
If you have something to say,
And that's why I started YouTube,
I'm
really,
getting
to be
tired
fair.
of all
It
this.
was never about popularity or
You want
that kind of thing.
information
The No
instead?
Man's Sky videos are
Well,
definitely
here's
getting the way I
some
want
for
them to
you.
be. I enjoy making
Giselle
them.
Paxton does
It's
not
quite a
like
long
you
process
at all,
at times,
Doctor.
but I really, really enjoy making them.
You don't know
I enjoy
me,
the game,
Miss
to be fair.
Paxton, and yet you see me as an enemy.
Your manners,
And I think they go well.
clothes, your
A lot of people
words
seem
tell me
to watch
everything
them.
about you, sir. I
So
know
that's
your
good, I
kind,
like that.
And you don't belong here.
My live streams,
Oh no, Miss Paxton, you really don't know my
I
kind.
don't
You
mind if I
have
get one
no
view, no
idea
views.
who I am.
All right.
If you haven't watched the little bit I
No need
did
to get
about
all worked
what I was
up.
doing with the channel, for me,
You don't know me, Miss Paxton, and yet you see me as
I want to
an
play the
enemy.
games I want to play.
Your
And I thought the easiest way of
manners,
doing
your
that was to stream them.
clothes, your words
Mainly because I
tell me
talk to myself
everything
whilst
about
playing a
you,
lot of the
sir.
time.
I know your
So it
kind,
made more
and
sense
you
to stream
don't
them so I
belong
can
here.
talk
Oh
to
no,
myself
Miss
but not
Paxton,
sound as
you
silly
really
doing
don't
it,
know my kind.
to be fair. But
You
yeah,
have no
if
idea.
you do drop in on a stream at any
All
point,
right.
say hello
Okay.
in the chat.
No need
You
to
know,
get all
quite up for
worked
chat
up.
about anything. Doesn't have to be about the game, it could be about life. I don't mind.
Well, I'll leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss
I need to get back into GT Sport again. I haven't played it in a while. It's definitely something I need to do. Find Sean in the area. There's a new person there.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Can I help you?
A fancy doctor lurking at night by the docks? Not fishy at all.
One with GT
And what
Sport,
about you?
it wasn't the penalty
Working
system that annoyed me. I don't know. I
outside at
just
night in this dangerous part of town.
it's one of those
You
things
want
that
to
after a
know my
while you just think,
secret? I'm trying to earn money.
becomes
And I'm
like
not
samey
an accident, by
samey.
the way.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton.
Lottie
Can you
Pax.
help me?
Mr. Hampton must be in his office at the night asylum he manages, I suppose. Why do you want to see him?
He was a patient of mine at the Pembroke Hospital, but he left.
But yeah, my plan is
I
to try and
see.
get back doing videos
Well,
at GT
Mr.
Sport
Hampton
again.
is a
Maybe
discreet
live
and
or just
dedicated
or
man.
the made
I'm sure
videos
you'll
that I
find
used
him
to do.
soon enough.
She's healthy, so we can't.
Is it not dangerous to work here?
As long as I have good legs,
Yeah,
can
I
run
did
away
manage to
from
get
trouble.
one troll, so I must have been doing
Sad
something
Saint
right
now
at one point
provides
with
me and my
GT Sport.
sister a bed and a roof. I don't want to lose
There's a
that.
video that has 30, 40 comments.
Are you
All
homeless?
because
Miss
there's one
Paxton?
person. I replied to
Mr.
every single
Hampton's
one.
night
As
asylum is our
nicely
new
as I
home
could.
now. It's a safe place for me and my sister.
What can you tell me about the sad saint?
It's just the nickname of Sean Hampton, the sad saint of the East End. He gave me shelter, and he's not always sad.
What can you tell me about this place? How are things here?
It may be okay for a strong girl like me, but a dandy doctor from the city like yourself, you better watch your back, Mr. Reed.
Okay.
Which local dangers must I avoid?
Well, the gangs, the thieves, the drunks, the jobless.
There's quite a few dangers.
A man with your fancy clothes will attract a lot of attention.
Well, I am not someone so easily intimidated.
Glad to hear that. And if you get into trouble, you can always seek help at Sean Hampton's shelter. No one would dare to be violent there.
You really think I should go back to a safer place, Liz?
No.
What
I
I'll
think you
try
had
and do
better
is some of the
stay
side
and help
missions
as
while
many
we're here, I
people as
think,
you
as well,
can.
before we head back.
Just
Because normally you
avoid
head
the
back
wet
after the end of
boat
the mission.
boys. Those bastards are worse than the epidemic.
No hints.
Goodbye.
He
Miss
reckons he's
Paxton.
here in his office.
I know I promised you I'd make everything right, Mum. But it's not been that simple.
What have we here? Lost your horse, Governor? Or are you just out of your mind?
Stairs are over here. I assumed his office would be upstairs, but I could be wrong. Ah, no. It's downstairs, it's down there. So I can pick up there. There we go, Sean Hampton.
Why the long
Found him.
face, Doctor?
Is it all that worries you, Sean? My long face? Really?
This is a blessing for me to become a Skal. Immortality gives me more time and energy, if truth be known, to run a shelter. What more could I want?
Since you left Pembroke, the amount of blood that has been shed, it's hard to believe you, Sean.
Ask what you will. As the Lord is my shepherd, I will not speak a lie to you.
Why return here?
This is my home. These people are my flock. You will always find me where I
He
am
wants
needed.
to be a scout, that's interesting.
Wonders never cease. Skal managing an asylum.
And what of you? A vampire doctor? Meals laid out before you. Yet you restrain?
And what about William Bishop? He tried to take care of you. But this hunger, this thirst, cannot be restrained.
Alas, poor William. He had a good soul, but was weak in spirit. He could not shake the thirst for booze, never mind blood. But have faith. My will is far stronger than his.
Okay.
Aren't you afraid of what you've become?
We are blessed, Doctor. Can't you see it? The Lord has made us able to walk amongst the plague and aid those that need it.
Do you think this is a blessing when God's own house and holy symbols repel you?
If that is your burden, Doctor, so be it. But I do not fear the cross, nor am I forced to take the life of another. My kind doesn't share your imperfections.
But you must drink blood now to survive.
No, not your scripture. Whoso eateth my flesh and drinketh my blood hath eternal life, and I will raise him up at the last day. So saith the Lord. I only need to eat flesh, no blood.
Okay. Here's the pillar of the community,
Why
so
did
I've
you
got to be a
kill
bit
Miss
careful where I
Jones
do,
at Pembroke Hospital?
because otherwise I'm going to have
Killed
another
old
one
Harriet.
that goes downhill.
You must be mad, Doctor. Why would I do such a thing?
So you claim Miss Jones' death was not by your hand, nor the other incidents at Pembroke?
Though Harriet was an angry, spiteful woman, she was one of God's creatures. I have nothing but love for all he has made.
But you were close to her.
Of course. But she was lost, separated from the fold. She did not see the hand of the divine in my blessed condition.
People have been murdered. I've seen the blood. I don't believe you can be trusted.
Have a little faith, Doctor. If you will follow, I will guide you to the light.
How do you plan to do that?
Take this key of the old sewers. The entrance is by the riverbank, south from here. There you'll find all the proof you need.
Very well. You have definitely intrigued me. I hope you're right, Sean.
I'll be here when you return. If you still think I'm a threat then, well, I'll surrender myself to your judgment.
We're going to go and explore the sewers, which is going to be interesting. Just entering the room, anything I can get while I'm here. Nothing else to grab. So now we have to go to the sewers.
Come now, Lottie.
We spoke to Lottie Paxton already. We haven't spoke to this person. So grab old newspaper.
It's locked.
There was a lot of lock stuff here, I've noticed.
You again? What do you want?
Oh, we're
Well,
not talking
I'll
to her
leave
again.
you for now.
That's the miserable lady.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Right, so now we've got to locate the sewer entrance. It's all the way back over there, isn't it? Okay. Anything else to pick up around here? Not by the looks of it. Oh,
It's locked,
that's
all
the
right.
lock I'm not target into.
I can't protect the whole city. It's hard enough to cover the docks by myself.
We've still got these posters we've got to do something with. Okay, so we're heading the wrong way.
Vampire kills in utter silence.
So if we head down here. Another unknown person. Let's go and speak to him.
Good evening. I'm
Always
Dr.
good to
Reed.
speak to everyone so
Do
we
you
can
need
find
any
everyone.
Rest assured, I will help you, sir. Martin Nightingale, at your service. Please, take a look at my wares.
Your merchandise. I don't really see anything worth having. No offense.
None taken, sir. But please, I need to eat. Perhaps if you keep looking, you'd see something that takes your fancy.
Let me be frank. You're as much of a businessman as I am a werewolf, right?
Who the hell are you to question me? It's hard enough to stay clean when you don't have a place to sleep. I'm doing my best here.
I meant no offense, Mr. Nightingale. I was merely pointing out the fact that you're unlikely to survive long if you continue wandering this path.
And what should I do then, sir? Should I join the Wet Boot Boys like so many others? No thanks. I'd rather be a bad seller than a dead gang member.
He's got a point, to be fair.
What can you tell me about the neighborhood? Have you got any friends around these parts?
Not really. Miss Gillingham smiles and says kind words, but I know she's lost her marbles, especially since her son died.
Tell me about this crazy woman. Madness is often mistaken for other conditions.
The poor woman's mad, all right. Kind and all, but she has so much trouble remembering things. She's taken me for a son more than once.
How interesting. I don't suppose you know what happened to her son.
Jack. Rumour has it he tried to tackle some gang lads. I didn't know him well, but I heard he was a nice enough chap. His old ma still thinks he's around.
We know who killed him, because that was on the previous episode.
Why not try seeking help instead of peddling your wares?
He was killed by...
I'm sure there are people around here that would gladly help.
There's always the night asylum. I heard it's run by a very nice man, but I'm no beggar. Not yet, at least.
There is no shame in asking for help, my boy. Sometimes it can even be the best course of action.
I don't feel okay with that. I'm gonna make a name for myself, and I'll do it by myself.
He's healthy. Let's have a look at what he's got.
Show me what you have to offer then, Mr. Nightingale.
Well, it's got quite a few stuff. What's this? Page for some sort of manual or guide. Vampire faction and scales. Music box. Oh, okay, it's got a few decent things actually. I like the idea of those two because I believe they look like things I'm not going to get anywhere else. Not too worried about anything else at this point. I'll take the brisk blood sample though as well. There's a box here. So we just picked a couple of things up. Let's just have a quick look at them.
Why is Mr. Delaney collecting old newspaper articles about bombings?
I think that's gave us a new investigation that we'll do shortly. Right, so we actually took the wrong turn really because we want to go out here and turn left by the looks of things. And probably up here. I'm waiting for us to happen upon a scout or something. That's normally the case. Or the guard of Bruin. So yeah, we need to go down the docks. And find this entrance. And then we're going to head in the sewers, which doesn't fill me with a massive amount of... It's a guard of Bruin down there, isn't it? And one over there as well. Doesn't fill me with a whole load of confidence.
Not a safe place right now, sir.
Alright, let's go and take him on. So, the entrance to the sewer is somewhere around here. I had to be more than one, didn't I? They're level 18.
To each man his duty. Ours is to flush every hole without racking.
There's 3 of them there as well. I think my entrance to the dock, the entrance to the sewers is there though. So I think that is the way we're going to have to go. Which means I'm going to take these on, aren't I?
Die, vermin!
Their ultimate move. Help us, hopefully.
Remember your... It's too fucking far! No! Fucking far!
I hear someone dying, but I don't know who that was. Right, that's the entrance to the sewers there. Anything to pick up before we go down there? Couple of things, by the looks of it. Okay, into the sewers then. And this is where he told us to go to find out what happened. Explore the sewers. Fills me with a massive amount of confidence. Picking up shotgun shells. I don't actually have a shotgun at this point.
It's locked, all right.
Of course it is.
That doesn't work.
We're looking for something or someone.
There must be a way to control the water level in this reservoir. I need to find the wheel.
Okay, so we need to control the water level.
So that's it. These wheels control the water level.
That one can't because of the barrels, by the looks of things. Nope, doesn't seem to work. What if we destroy the barrels? There is a second lever here. We can do anything there. We've managed to stop one. Barrels are causing an issue.
That doesn't work.
So do we need to... There's another way to go, was there? So... No, that doesn't seem to work. And that won't close with the barrels. Okay, so it's something I'm missing. What am I missing at this point? There's something. It's probably really obvious. This one won't close because of the barrels. We can't do anything with the barrels.
That doesn't work.
And that doesn't work because of the water. We can't go through this way.
I cannot enter.
And there's only one way to go here. Enter at your own risk. It's probably something really simple as well. Always forget the money. I'm assuming that door will open once we sort out the other bit. Right, what can we do? The open hatch there. There isn't one. Ah, we closed it prematurely.
That gate should shut properly now.
So it's always something simple. I thought that looked a bit weird that we could jump. But there wasn't something to jump to, it's because we closed that too soon. There we go. And 1, 2. Generally always something simple. Now we have opened the door. There's a few cheap outsides, isn't there? That's fresh blood. Beware. This doesn't bode well. More blood.
This is despicable. I can't believe I'm doing this.
I can.
I have this thirst for blood.
We can't get through there, so. It all seems just a little bit too quiet at this point. More blood.
It's locked, all right.
Well, that was just, he was the guy that warned us off previously.
These maggots have escaped the wrath of Ascalon for too long. It is time to purge the sewers of their filth.
You again. The one they call the sewer dog.
Hold your tongue, newborn, or I'll crush you like a maggot.
You've let the beast consume you.
Finally, a touch of lucidity. So learn to respect the laws of Ascalon.
Oh, we'll do our ultimate.
Dare challenge the dictates of Ascalon.
Alright, that one's good. We got this. Definitely don't want to be doing that too many times. Caught us that time. And again. And again.
Snap like a hare's brittle bones, newborn. Once you've vanished, I'll slaughter these scalds while singing your name.
We don't even need the blood to heal. Caught us again. We definitely need that blood. We got our ultimate at least.
And thine shall be a fair skull to adorn my mantle.
Oh, he caught us again.
You found your death in me.
Oh, we're nearly dead. Ah, we go, we're dead. We were doing it. It was slow going, but we were doing it. We need to try that again. I always forget I've got potions as well, which would help me. Okay, let's try this again, shall we?
The laws of Ascalon.
There we go, get some blood straight away. He caught us there. Some more blood here.
Purple Banshee.
Out of stamina. That's not going to help us at this point. We need stamina. There we go. More blood.
Once you vanished, I'll slaughter these scalds while singing your name.
We need blood.
You found your death in me.
Got me. Big attack.
Power you cannot comprehend.
We can take more blood. Oh, he caught me again.
My neck shall snap like a hare's brittle bones, newborn. Slow as a
There we
snail.
go. Use a potion, I'll get some health back. game.
And thine shall be a fair skull to adorn my mantle.
I need stamina. Again. There's a big attack again.
Foolish Ekon. To the pit. I shall crush you.
Where is he? Oh.
Your
This is just a case of surviving at this point, I think.
down, stay down. Return to your apothecary and needles.
Big attack.
Down, stay down. Return to your apothecary and needles.
Ah. They beat us. So close. I thought we had him in for a minute. I wonder if a two-handed weapon would be better. We just don't drink the blood as much. Same difference with a two-handed weapon. Well, I think one of them does stun. Let's have a look at our weapons, see which one the best way of doing it is. $65 damage. Why are we not using our hacksaw? That would make more sense at this point. And we're down our serums. Okay. Right, so we should do more damage now.
Respect the laws of Ascalon.
Do a big attack straight away.
Prickle Banshee, the hand that crushes all.
Not going to plan so far. He's got a spare. He ate us, so he actually healed.
Dare challenge the dictates of Ascalon? Power you cannot comprehend.
It's working. Where is he? I missed him. That's a big attack.
Slaughter these skulls while singing your name. How are you to comprehend?
I must do that. Got me.
You found your death in me. Foolish Ekon.
Got me again.
Slow as a snail.
Concentrating hard on this now. We need his blood just to heal.
And thine shall be a fair skull to adorn my mantle.
What's the game? No, we're down. That is difficult. At my level. Just find the right strategy. He's only 4 levels higher, so it's definitely a strategy thing. We need to have a look at the two-handed weapons. But then we need to be stunning him enough as well. Does 121 damage. Does 15 stun. What's that through in one day? 23. Might try that. Stunning him the first few times isn't too bad.
Dare challenge the dictates of Ascalon? My neck shall snap like a hare's brittle bones, newborn.
We're getting caught quite a bit. Isn't good. Here's my health potion.
Power you cannot comprehend.
We haven't actually used the roll max yet at any point to do that.
Challenge the dictates of Ascalon! Once you vanished, I'll slaughter these skulls while singing your name! Foolish Ekon!
More blood from that.
You found your death in me!
Right. We're doing damage. It's not brilliant, but we are doing damage.
Slow as a snail! To the pissing wells! I shall crush you. Down, stay down. Your blood is now mine. Return to your apothecary. Your blood is now mine. Return to your apothecary needles. I shall crush you. Down, stay down. Foolish Ekon.
Guys are flipping dodging a lot.
Your blood is now mine. Down, stay down.
And then the armor's ready, but I need this bit over with. That'll do some damage. Come on, do that. Come on. So nearly done it.
Return to your
Case of surviving now.
needles. I shall crush you.
Timing of dodges at this point. Might even use a blood shield just to be sure.
Slow as a snail.
Did it. We actually did it. Took some time. But we actually beat him. Now let's find a way out. That took a very long time. I can jump up.
How could he have made it this far? There's blood everywhere.
That's where I would have jumped up, I think. Yeah. Just to make sure there's nothing else to collect. Always got to make sure you don't miss anything and things like this.
Safe we are, still. Drink now.
Okay.
This isn't the blood of a vampire, but it will quench your thirst.
Silver Scales territory.
This is our domain, not yours. You've been warned.
Wait, I saved you from this creature. That must count for something.
Thank you. Now go. Go back to the streets and houses. There is no love lost between us, Vampire. But thank you.
Sean Hampton sent me here. I believe he wanted me to find you. Who are you?
If you must know, they call me Old Bridget. And this shelter is where we live.
I'm Jonathan Reed. I'm a newborn Ekon. I'm afraid I'm not sure what's going on.
I shall not bend a knee, young Ekon. But I sense your pain. Ask,
okay.
and I will afford you my attention.
Why was that creature after you?
Fergal is the blunt instrument of the Ascalon Club. His masters would see us dead or turned into slaves if they had their way.
What the hell was that thing? He wasn't an Ekon or a Scow.
They are known as Volkod, an ancient offshoot of immortals. Blood drives them, enrages them.
What of this Ascalon Club?
Vampire society's elite in the Empire. They make the rules and enforce their judgment upon us whom they see as lessers.
So is it you that Sean Hampton sent me to find?
Perhaps. The sad saint was always kind to us. He must trust you if he revealed our location.
Sean is a Skal. All those I've encountered have been violent, crazed creatures. How can he be any different?
Maybe because he is the sad saint. Or perhaps because I am Old Bridget of the Sewer Skulls.
Sean killed a patient of mine. And that's just one of the murders he's being hunted for.
If you refer to Harriet, she is now among us and under our protection.
Harriet Jones is alive. That's it. That's the proof Sean wanted me to find. I must talk to her.
No. Harriet is not alive. But you can speak to her. I must warn you. She is fragile and may not receive you warmly.
I don't understand.
She is filled with bile and hate. Her mind is sharp as a tack, but her body is so weak. I've never seen its like before. She is resting in a room on the far right of this hideout.
Thank you. I will bear that in mind.
Keep your distance, Echo. Oh, Bridget allowed me to wander above some years back. It was unpleasant. We're at your mercy. Will you end us?
They sound like they actually want to die.
Your place is not here. Ascalon has stalked us for ages upon ages.
We need to talk to her. Let's collect everything before we do. Study blood sample. Alright.
Hello, Harriet. Do you recognize me?
Yes, you were from the Pembroke Hospital. The young doctor. So full of secrets.
I've so many questions I need to ask you, Harriet. If you would.
I love questions. As for the answers, you may not like them.
How do you feel?
We're going to basically ask her who killed her. Or who, what happened.
I can't move. My body's burning. I feel as if I'm dying over and over again.
Have you tried to eat or drink something?
People here tried to feed me, but I'm just not hungry. I don't have the strength.
Does the pain ever stop?
It is not pain I feel. It's like I can't stop feeling every inch of my body. But at the same time, each muscle and bone is the wrong place.
Your room, the blood. What brought you to fake your death in such a gruesome fashion?
To see if I would be mourned.
That's it.
Why flee with Sean Hampton?
Oh, it's always a pleasure to see a saint fall to sin. But the coward still won't kill.
So it seems not all scowls are bad.
Much pain and sorrow.
Nobody gave a damn about me. Not a tear shed. Poor Harriet. Always the discarded.
Why did you come here?
And why not? This is where I live now. Leave me be.
Will you respect old Bridget's wishes? Will you obey her?
Bridget is kind. She only needs to keep me fed and I'll be good.
So you desire to stay here?
Yes, I'm with my own kind. Birds of a feather, so to speak. Poor Harriet. Always alone.
I have a question of the utmost importance to ask. Will you answer?
Questions? questions.
Yeah, so
Good doctor,
all a bit weird.
always searching for answers.
Do you remember what you did after leaving the hospital? Did you kill anyone?
First, a question from me. You answer first.
Very well then. What do you want to know?
Are you like me? Are you also dead?
We are not dead, Harriet. Death no longer pertains to us. We are different.
I like what I am. I truly do. I relish the pain that courses through me.
I know you fled the hospital with Sean Hampton. Did you or Sean kill anyone in your flight? Anyone? Try and remember.
I will not lie. I wanted blood, and I wanted revenge, and Sean pulled me from it, brought me here instead.
Yeah, so they
The
didn't kill anyone
shadows
then.
heard my prayers. The shadows killed that bastard.
Who was that man? The one murdered in the street?
He used to be my landlord. I lived here for many years before falling ill. Oh, he was an awful man. Disgusting and cruel. So cruel.
You sought vengeance by your own hand, and someone else obliged you. Very convenient. Don't lie to me.
I don't lie. I saw him near the docks, and rightly I wished him dead. And I am happy he is. It's true. But I didn't kill him. I was too tired.
Shadows? Tell me what you saw.
The shadows, they heard me and answered. Something in the deep darkness. Quick, deadly. It asked me if I wanted revenge. I answered, yes.
And these shadows, this presence, do you still hear it? Was it a vampire? Did Sean see it?
It spoke only to me, and now it is silent, but it is born of hatred. And it will kill again. And it hates you, Doctor. Oh, it hates you.
What makes you say that?
It whispered your name, Dr. Reed. It wanted to know who you were and where you went.
Questions about me? What did you say?
Nothing, Doctor. I said nothing. There was nothing it didn't already know. Oh, I'm tired now. Let me rest.
Okay. I'm gonna go back and speak to Sean.
Have you found the answers you were looking for, young Ekon?
There is too much left unanswered. So many questions.
Get to know us. Spend time with us. And I may be willing to answer more questions.
Why do you live here, amongst the filth and vermin?
Live. Here we hide.
What are you hiding from?
From the guilt, the shame, from the hunters and the light. And of course, our past.
Why don't you leave the city? Hide somewhere far from the Guard of Priwen, the Ascalon Club.
We are the Sewer Skulls. This is our domain. We have run as far as we can, and now we hide.
Your diction, your words. You do not carry yourself like most Skulls I've encountered.
True. I'm not like most Skulls.
You were once someone else. What happened to you?
It is as sad as it is long, young Ekon, but it will remain mine.
Can I be of service to you?
We ask but one thing. Reveal to no one our secrets. Do not betray us.
For how long have you been in hiding here?
Skulls have been hiding under London since vampires first entered the city.
Where did you hide before the sewers?
We claimed ancient tunnels, forgotten caverns, catacombs. We are skulls, groveling beneath the feet of our makers.
What manner of creature is Harriet? She is different from everyone else.
I really don't know. I'm not even certain she is a skull. I've no idea as to what blood made her.
What is a skull, in fact, in your honest opinion?
The progeny of a vampire, disavowed by her maker. Perhaps a fruitless branch of a noble tree. A word used to enslave us. I cannot say.
You mentioned that vampire blood has tremendous potency. You believe it to be stronger than your own?
The vampire's sweet blood. That rich, dark wine that we crave. For it made us, and it can sustain us.
I thank you for your time, madam. I must go back to Hampton now.
Your kindness has been ample payment, Egon. To protect us, I'll close the access to our hideout, but you can use our shortcut to reach Mr. Hampton's shelter.
Okay, so now we've done that, we can't come back.
Just follow the arrows.
Thank you, old Bridget. I hope we'll meet again.
Follow the arrows.
Are you all right, sir? What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same question. Don't you know this is a quarantine zone?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm investigating the epidemic. You had better get to a safe place while you still can.
Oh, really? Well, go investigate somewhere else and leave me be.
I beg your pardon?
I said go. Leave me alone, sir.
Right, so we need to find out why he's hiding there. It's a separate side mission. This is the gate that was locked earlier, but I'm assuming it's now open.
Locked.
No, that is locked. So that's not the way we go then, I thought it would be.
Sir, you have no idea what could happen to you if you stay here. Why don't you go home?
For fuck's sake, do I have to punch you in the face to make you disappear? Leave me be!
It's my duty to insist. Death lurks everywhere. I must ask you to go back home.
I'm safe here, don't you get it? I'm better off risking the flu than catching a bullet. Am I clear enough?
I see. Well, since you are obviously hiding from a threat, don't you have a safer place to go?
Do you think I'm stupid? The Night Asylum, the Turquoise Turtle, even Miss Gillingham's attic. I tried them all. No, this is my only chance.
His name's Rodney Gardner. We need to meet her. Where's Rodney Gardner then? He's lost. So someone's looking for him. This is finding out who. 5 hints. Okay. That's not the way out. And where is them? I don't want to go back in there. So to follow the arrows. Oh, there we go. So we can come back in at some point. So when you guys beat Sean Hampton. So at least we know we didn't kill anyone. So at least we don't have to worry too much about him. So that should keep this district fairly safe, hopefully, unless an event happens. We do need blood.
It's locked.
This is the night shelter then.
Welcome back, Dr. Reed. Would you like to take communion with me now?
Sean, are you eating raw flesh?
It is the sacred flesh of the mortal lamb. Our Lord's bountiful transmutation for the sustenance of his believers. Thank you, Lord. I am your most humble servant.
So, true to your word, you waited for my return.
I told you, Dr. Reed, I was a man to be trusted. Did you have words with the poor Harriet?
You make no distinction between the living and the Skulls, do you?
We are God's children, Dr. Reed. One and all. And he's determined to save us.
So does that mean he's good?
What will be the result if you continue to assist both Skulls and the living?
For the last decade, that's what's been happening. And they found a better life. What's to change?
You're forgetting the epidemic. Things can go south very quickly. I've seen it.
Oh, these are terrible times. Only those pure of heart shall prevail.
You've turned Skal now. Don't you see the danger to anyone giving you their trust?
We are all sinners, awaiting salvation. This is a simple truth, ordained by the Lord Almighty. I am a seeker of his glorious light.
Does this place belong to you? How can you be so certain you can keep it open?
This warehouse was once property of the Dawson family, but has been bequeathed me through donation.
Okay.
The Dawsons? The wealthiest family in London? Have they a clue as to what goes on here?
Not at all. The donation was made before the war. The building was run down. I never met Aloysius Dawson myself.
So you have the run of the place and no one's taken notice?
As long as we keep to ourselves, we interest no one. This is a haven, and I pray it remains so for eons to come.
Harriet, Miss Jones has been behaving in a most violent manner. She's going to need special attention.
That's precisely the reason I brought her here. To meet old Bridget. She's the guide Harriet requires.
Who is this old Bridget?
I don't know, Doctor. She rarely speaks of her past, but I know she has a long one. She's likely the oldest soul in the city.
Harriet is possessed by her hatred. You cannot let her roam free. She's dangerous.
She has joined her own kind, Doctor. Old Bridget is a saint to the younger Skulls, guiding them to salvation and peaceful existence.
I believe I've learned all I need to know. I'm certain you've killed no one, but one day I believe you'll cross the line.
Logic is a false prophet. Faith is the only path to salvation.
What do you mean?
We have been blessed with God's eternity. We are the instruments of his divine will. We shall feed the hungry forever and ever. Amen.
I will strive to emulate your merciful nature, Sean, but it's a difficult pledge to make.
He definitely wants to make a
Give
difference.
yourself over to God, Doctor. Expel your urges and kneel before the Lord in praise.
These urges. You know the hunger will never be satisfied.
The only problem is staying up.
I've come to embrace
Yes, I
the
didn't
everlasting
exactly.
craving.
Getting over that
I've
last
sworn
night.
to
And
feed
staying up
only upon the
becomes harder
flesh
and
of the
harder.
dead. It is now my sacrament. Take, eat. This is my body. So saith the Lord.
In turning, I can embrace or spare. You sacrifice solid length, 5 XP in the process, you will heal through the blood.
I believe you, Sean. In fact, I envy the peace you found, and will remember it.
There is love and compassion in your heart. You only need to give it wings.
Thank you for your kind words, Sean. Continue your noble efforts. You are a good man in bad times.
Keep to the light, my friend. Like all my flock, you have a
So I
home
had the
here.
chance to turn him,
Anytime you're in the neighborhood.
but he seems like he's doing good things. I don't see why I needed to do anything else with him. District will soon discover the consequence of my actions. I hate it when he says that, because you kind of think you've done something wrong, but I don't think I have. I just heard someone.
Another corpse thrown in the streets. Someone's playing a very sick game. I know this brooch. This is my mother's. A birthday gift from father. "29 Pretty Orchard Street. That's near Poplar's district. Why would this man carry off my mother's brooch? I must go there. Good evening,
Okay.
Mr. Throgmorton.
Dr. Reed, can I be of any assistance? Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
Did you see what happened to him?
Actually, yes. He was thrown from the roof like a vulgar log.
Who could have done that?
Who? Well, a vampire, of course. Look, bite marks on the neck and lacerations here. There is definitely a vampire close by.
Why is it that you sound so afraid?
You didn't see it. He was dead before he hit the ground. The strength required to do such a thing, well, it beggars belief.
Goodbye, and good hunting, Mr. Throckmorton.
Don't talk to the women.
Glad to see you again, Mr. Reed.
Did you see what happened?
No. I was coming back to the shelter from work when I heard an awful scream, and there was this man, dead, just in front of the building.
You saw nothing at all?
No, I told you, just that awful woman's scream.
A woman's scream? Are you sure?
Of course. It was terrifying. I thought it was my sister, so I ran. But it was a man I've never seen round here before.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
You again? What do you want?
She doesn't like me.
Did you see what just happened?
No, I didn't. And I don't care.
Really? Why is that?
Because this sexist pig is one of the 4 men who blacklisted me. Good riddance, if you ask me.
Well, I'll leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Yeah, she's not a very nice person. She doesn't want to talk to me or do anything. Okay, so we need to... We need to find out why the man is hiding here. We need to go and speak to Dr. Swansea at some point. And then we've also got the Red Rivers crest there. Whitechapel, West End. We haven't even done West End at all yet. So there's something about him. Find the reason he's find out why he's hiding in the sewers. We've been in there, haven't we? Okay, so to find out why he's hiding there is in this bit here somewhere.
Best be moving on. Look lively! Burn it, the power power of the Lord commands you! A beef, brothers! Move back! Remember your vows, friends!
Right, it's been down.
He's dead! Away with
What's him done? Enid is there. We need to speak to Enid.
Good evening, young man.
There's no need to call me that, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye.
This should be
Good
Enid,
evening,
I think.
miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. May I come in?
I already took my medication, Doctor. But thank you.
I'm sorry. Your medication? Have we met before?
Don't tease me like that, Jack. Sorry, what?
I think I should come in, miss. I'd like to check if everything is okay, what with the epidemic spreading across London.
An epidemic, you say? How terrible. I had no idea. But where are my manners? Please do come in, Doctor. You are a doctor, yes?
She's let us in to talk at least. We might as well quickly raid our home for everything we can get.
It's locked, all right.
Okay, so now we can go back to Rodney and do his mission.
So, Dr. Tippett, what brings you back here? I heard whispers you had a job at that fancy hospital.
I told you my name is Jonathan Reed. Don't you remember?
Of course I do. I remember my name too. Gillingham. But you may call me Enid, Doctor. I'm very happy to see you again.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
Oh no, I don't gossip. That would be most unbecoming of a lady such as myself.
Is anyone taking
I
care
don't
of
really
you,
need too much
Miss
information
My
out
son
of it.
is always here to take care of me. He's a good boy like that, but I do worry that he needs to start living his own life. I would never say that to him, of course.
Who are the more influential figures on the docks?
Well, I heard about some terrible illness going around. I would say in that case that it's you, Dr. Tippett.
She thinks I'm Dr. Tippett.
Tell me, Enid, why do you feel guilty about your son?
I know I'm a burden to my Jack. I know my mind and my thoughts are drifting away. I'm so sorry. I can't help it.
This is not your doing, Miss Gillingham. You do not have to apologize for your condition.
Of course I don't, Doctor. I've done nothing wrong, I swear it. What exactly are we talking about here?
Goodbye, Miss Gillingham.
I can't cure a headache. I don't think just yet. I don't think I've got anything for a headache. We can quickly go back to Rodney. Cures have I got? Pneumonia, anemia, cold, bronchitis, sepsis, fatigue. No, unfortunately, we cannot cure headache. So we need to go back and speak to Rodney.
Are you certain you're not lost, sir? You seem quite the stranger to these parts.
Which is, well, I'm going the wrong way. Not a big map, but there's a lot of small places you can go. Definitely don't want to be going that way at this point. That's a shortcut across. This is where I want to go. So I want to go back in the office. Yep, I can still go back down. Perfect. Hopefully she hasn't locked me out. Right, cool. So we can now go and quickly speak to Rodney. See if we can get him to convince me to go back. It's not a side mission done. Right, so to find Rodney, we need to head back down here. And because it was the way I thought I was meant to go originally. There it is.
Rodney, you're the man who killed that gang member, are you not? Is that why you are hiding in this godforsaken place?
Yes, I did. I did not even know his name.
Then why did you kill him?
That arsehole always mocked me for the colour of my skin. Usually I let it go. But not that night. We fought. He died.
Whatever you've done, you can't spend the rest of your life hiding here.
I just wanted to teach him a lesson. Not kill him. I'm not responsible for a murder if I didn't want to commit it. It was an accident.
Believe me, Rodney, you won't survive here long. No matter what you did, you must go back to where you used to live.
I'll go back to the docks then. But if I die, remember that the blood of Rodney Grader will be on your hands.
Okay, there's still more. We succeeded in the investigation, perfect. Still gotta do that. We're gonna have a look at these other side missions as well while we're here. chest there we haven't opened. Always got to grab everything you can. And then we can leave again. Yeah, loading screens on this aren't brilliant. They're quite long. I should see if I can go back to make any potions. We could sleep. I don't know what's going to happen to the districts if I do. If we can cure headache, that's another string to a bow at least. Looks like flashing there for us to collect, but it wasn't. Okay, still got that to do. Okay, what other side missions have we got on the docks? I know we've got a hideout there. It's probably worth going to. Come up with the grave diggers. It's all the way down here. What are we going to do with the posters? Got to put those up in the docks. Her thieves are down here. We could try down there actually. We might go and do that one first, I think. Roughly know where I'm heading for that one. Nice to get the side missions done. Especially if I'm considering sleeping shortly. There's more XP at least.
Best be on your way home. Last warning, over there!
This could be the public house Giselle Paxton mentioned. I should investigate further.
It's a no place for you, sir. What's up with that team? He's dead!
Yeah, you're good.
Giselle's stolen money. Priwen has some unethical ways of financing their war.
So we need to go back and speak to Giselle. So Giselle's back in the main part of the docks. I'm going to give her money back. Mainly because that's what I would do. No matter how not horrible she's been.
You again? What do you want?
I've identified the men who stole from you. You were right. They were members of some self-proclaimed militia.
I knew it! Did you find the money too?
Yes, here it is. They thought they could finance their activities with it.
I never thought a man like you would be kind enough to... I misjudged you. Badly. Well... Thank you, sir.
Will you give the money back to your comrades, then?
Fuck those bastards who fired me. I'll give the money to Miss Gillingham. Her son Jack was a friend of mine. He was killed recently.
I know you were friends with Miss Gillingham's son, Jack. Tell me about his death.
Jack's murder has been a shock to the neighborhood. A sign that the situation is now out of control.
Why is that?
There has always been tension between the Wet Boot Boys and members of the trade union. But a murder? That's a first.
Who killed him?
No one will ever know. One thing is certain. While Jack was alive, I had one less reason to drink.
Why does that upset you so much?
I wish I had found the time and words to tell him how important he was to me before it was too late. Another failure for Giselle Paxton.
Okay. Still got a load of people who don't know yet.
Well, I'll leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
That's another side mission done though. Yeah, there you go. And side missions wise then, we've got the Vampire Hunter and we've still got Grave Diggers. So where do we need to go with this? There's money there. Where are we sticking this poster? burn all the posters, or we can stick them up. We want to burn them all? These posters are... What are his posters? His posters, I think, are trying to find us. Brought back. I don't know if that's a good idea or a bad idea. But...
Good evening, Mr. Throgmorton.
Couldn't really
Dr.
put 'em up.
Reed, can I be of any assistance? Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
Whilst I am a vampire, that seems a bit silly.
I'm afraid your posters were destroyed.
It cost me good money to print those posters. Such a pity people don't take the vampire menace seriously.
Did you really think the posters would be useful?
See the sad saint of the East End? How a single man can help so many people? I consider myself the discreet protector of these men and women.
Tell me, Ichabod, why do you consider yourself the protector of Sean Hampton's shelter?
He is a truly inspiring example. Dedicated, pious. His shelter is open to all, whoever they are. Most admirable.
Okay.
Goodbye, and good hunting, Mr. Throgmorton.
Alright, we're going some more. So, we've got a choice. I can either sleep, level up, and possibly call it a night. Before we then try and get the next bit done. Because we're now on the 5th part. Of chapter 3. It's quite a big chapter, to be fair. We also want to see if I can make a new medicine. That's the other thing I want to see. Because I've got things here. Analyze the study blueprint. No, didn't unlock any. Stamina serum, regeneration. I don't want to do a light stamina. That was the one I wanted. So I can't do any more just yet. Certainly dies. What do I need to upgrade this? I need good handle part ×3. Let's upgrade this. Good handle part. This is the Pruin stake. I need tiny common handle part. On my two-handed weapon, tiny common handle part. Just had a thought. I don't know if he sells them. We need tiny common handle part, don't we? I know where there's the guy that sells stuff. I don't know what he's got. We might head there first. I'll probably buy the bits of him, upgrade, sleep, see what's changed, and then possibly call it a night.
There's no need to call me that, Dr. Reed.
And this will be my last
thing
before.
Offer then, Mr. Nightingale.
Common handle part. Oh, financially, this could be an issue. Though we've actually got stuff because we couldn't break any of these down, so we can sell multiple. Can't be recycled, can be. Cool. Gives us some money. And then two of those. Is that all we need? I want to say that's all we need. We need good handle parts, and we obviously can't buy them from him. That's that. The revolver, no, we need good trigger parts. Pruin can now upgrade to level 3. Which is probably means we've got enough to upgrade that to 3, but I'll stick with that currently. Right. So the other stuff I probably didn't need as such. But yeah, as I was saying, I'm doing more than one thing at once here. So this will be the last stream before I start nights, and then after that I will have Assassin's Creed. But I do want to finish this, so obviously I will do Assassin's Creed. Upgraded that, and we've got enough. We ain't got enough of that though. We have still got enough of that. And then at least we've got a two-handed weapon as well. Because I like the barb cudgel. Do we take the stamina decrease or the stun it? Because it took damage on that one. I think we'll take the stun. There we go. So our main weapons now. Generally use the good hacksaw. We have got the gun when we need it, but we've also got the barbed cudgel as well, and the proven stake. Perfect. And we'll probably rest. But yeah, so next week during the day, I'll try and do my first bit of Assassin's Creed, and maybe that evening of that day do this. I don't know. I've got to find a way, but I want to finish this. I'm really enjoying it. It's a really good game. What are we leveling up? We can actually level up our ultimate. 2000 XP though, but it will take our damage up by another 150 for the ultimate. That's not bad. I'm doing it. Up to level 15. That's a big increase there. This is our passive. 1300 to heal. It's only by 50. Something we do need to look at. Defensively, we have got another defensive coagulation. Tactical, we've got Shadow Veil. We can still increase our bite. We can increase our blood capacity and our big first. What do we need for this? 600 to take that up. So biting does 400% damage. We're going to do that. And that still leaves us increase our medical bags. We can carry an extra syringe. There you go. Confirm. Only went up one level. Let's see what's changed around the neighbourhoods. That's the big question. Is what has changed? Ah. Oh. So actually, saving him and sparing him, he's now turned. People have turned against him because they think he's part of a cult, and the sanitary situation of the docks has drastically decreased. Paul gets sick from sleeping rough. That's now critical. Merchants. So you're actually impacted by this economy. Price of merchants may have changed. And that's now critical. All because we allowed him, and he's now missing. So it looks like we've made 2 wrong choices out of 2 in terms of people have now got sick. That's stable. It's gone from Pembroke Hospital. Fatigue, 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 headache. So we can cure a lot of these people of fatigue. That's not too bad. That's getting bad as well. This isn't going the way I'd hoped. Fatigue, fatigue, fatigue. Neuralgia. Okay. Migraine. This is still missing. And obviously that stays stable because we actually haven't affected anyone here. But yeah, the hospital, we need to get back here and heal a lot of these people by the looks of it. For fatigue. And then here, it's critical because he's now missing. Dyson Delaney is also missing. Oh, Lottie Paxton is also missing, and so's Giselle Paxton. And this is still who we haven't met. So 2 decisions was made, and 2 that I think are quite badly wrong. See if I can make any more fatigue, so I'm going to need it. Yes. We'll do 10. That's saved. Yeah, so it looks like 2 decisions we have made, and 2 have gone badly wrong for us. Although they may not be wrong, it's just the way the consequences of those actions have come across. It could be that that's actually what was intended. But yeah, that wasn't what I was expecting to happen, let's put it that way. But I hope you enjoyed the stream. If you watch this back later on, don't forget to drop a like. And if you do enjoy it and want to see more, subscribe, ring the bell so you're aware of when I'm online. I do try and advertise the streams. It is a little bit difficult. I do need to advertise the streams a little bit more to say that this is what's happening and when. The only real way of doing that, because through PlayStation you can't schedule a stream, I can do it on YouTube itself, but you then have to join a second stream because I can't link to that stream straight from the PlayStation. So my thinking would be Facebook, Soldierboy_UDL, and I can put on there when I'm planning to stream and what game I'm streaming, and I can plan that a little bit more in advance. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the stream, and we will be back next week with Assassin's Creed and more Vampyr. Pardon me, definitely more Vampyr. Don't forget, Sunday, 8 o'clock, No Man's Sky, discovering one planet at a time. Believe it's probably the best episode I've done yet. More into what I wanted to do with it. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.